had a clip of me, and he put it out there on Twitter about me talking about these tight ends and taking one at 26.
Mm-hmm. It seemed newsy to me. That was good journalistic instincts by Carter back there, because I picked up on that too. I thought maybe you were dropping something on us.
Mm-hmm.
I was, you know me, I don't like just throwing stuff up against the wall. But,
but a tight end from time to time.
A tight end from time to time. But I just kind of want to go through how I have these guys. And and Zach, you can help me. Anybody can help me they want if they've seen these tight ends play.
I am curious to know how the difference is here. I'm excited to see the difference here, because we have big differences in the wide receiver rankings between Master Broaddus and the young Padawan, the Wooly Bully. And so I wonder what the difference is in how we view the tight ends here. How big
Brian,
the gap?
Brian underestimates my power.
Do I say it that way?
No, I was referencing
Star Wars. You've never seen it.
It's all right. He underestimates me more, Wolchuk.
No,
At least he didn't call you a liar like he called me yesterday.
No, you just make stuff up.
You're not a liar. You just make crap up.
Talk about throwing stuff against the wall.
Yeah. You're the king. You're the king of that. They say our camaraderie's good. I really don't believe them.
I know. I was like, you mean the infighting?
There's a bunch of people lying. Oh, I like you guys' camaraderie. No, we really all hate each other.
Fools!
Exactly. Okay, Wooly Bully.
What do you got?
I got Michael Mayer as the number one tight end on this board.
Notre Dame
tight end.
Look at Brian going all chalk on us here.
Now,
yeah, I've seen that before. I've seen Daniel Jeremiah throw Michael Mayer's name at number one on the tight end rankings and move on to the next one.
There's a lot to like about Mayer.
You say I'm just copying whatever Daniel Jeremiah's doing?
I can do copy and paste on old Todd McShay, too, if I wanted to.
Well, by the way, we're going to get into mocks, right?
Oh,
300%,
yeah.
A new mock Shay?
Yeah, mock Shay. Get ready. And this is kind of why I'm talking about tight ends.
Bogey.
Yeah, talking about tight ends today. But Michael Mayer, Wooly Bully, any chance he gets to us at 26?
I think there's a chance. Now, he's like Baby Gronk. That was his nickname as a freshman at Notre Dame. This dude's huge. He's got a big wingspan. He can high point the football, goes up and snags it. He can line up outside in the slot. He's a matchup nightmare.
Yeah.
Now, he did have an issue with drops. I think his tape from 2 years ago is better than his tape this year. I did notice sometimes he would be a little droppy, but good luck slowing him down when he gets the ball in space. He's a bulldozer when he is running downhill. I mean, he is just one of those guys. You're going to need you might need to gang tackle this dude.
Yeah.
Because he is a big body. He's a good route runner, and he's a solid blocker at the point of attack. So he's a good, well-rounded tight end. He's my tight end, too. I think he's really, really good.
Okay, so that means tight end 1 for you would be tight end 2 for me, which would be Kincaid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now when we're starting to talk about Kincaid, and I think you've got Mayer right. I'm just a little bit higher on him. I think the blocking stuff I think it's going to need a little work, but man, I tell you, around the red zone, guy makes a ton of plays.
He does.
And so I think he's got some reliable hands. All right, Dalton Kincaid. This is a name you're going to hear a lot for the Dallas Cowboys. When you start to see a lot of mock drafts and stuff like that, after what Jerry talked about this weekend on the bus, trying to get weapons for Dak, trying to get guys, if the right wide receiver is there, take him. If it's not, it's probably going to be a tight end. I think that's why I keep bringing up these tight ends, because I think there'll be a better tight end there. Dalton Kincaid is my number 2 tight end. And there are people that think then when you start to talk about our guy Kelsey at Kansas City, this is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm interested to see the more I watch him play, the more, route running, finisher, ball in the air, it's his. He covers some ground with his routes. I think in and out of the breaks, the hands.
Catches everything.
Adjusts, big catch radius with this guy.
Pterodactyl-like. Yeah,
I'm interested because, like I say, there's a lot of people that are starting to do these mock drafts and putting Dalton Kincaid, and I wonder if, in fact, that you might be right about this. Does he go ahead of Mayer?
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed because I thought, when we first started the process, it was Mayer in Washington, Darnell Washington at Georgia. Those were the top 2 guys. So, you watch him against USC, they could not stop him.
Yeah.
He dominated that football game. It was like Cam Rising had eyes for only Dalton Kincaid. USC knew he was getting the football, and good luck. It was, you can triple team the guy. And he was catching everything thrown his way.
And they could not tackle him.
They couldn't.
No.
I mean, he can break tackles in the open field. He feasts. He can stretch the field from the tight end position. And I put, it's a stacked class, but I think he's a beast, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being the best tight end. I fell in love with him, but now you're right. He's kind of rising up the board and might end up being the top guy taken.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that I know people are mocking him to the Cowboys, but he might go before the Cowboys pick, and it might be Meyer that you're going to get a crack at. Now,
so is it Meyer or Mayer?
Mayer?
John Mayer or John
M-A-Y-E-R. Mayer?
I think it's Michael Mayer.
Mayer. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's Meyer.
Mayer.
No, it's okay.
I'll find out during the break.
I figured Walchuk would be the one pushing the Meyer.
Mayer.
Is that a Jewish reference?
I think so.
What are you trying to do over
If he
there?
was Michael Meyer, I think he'd be number one on Walchuk's board.
Jeez.
Do you have Washington from Georgia or Musgrave third?
Musgrave.
Okay. And the thing
Oregon
I like,
State.
Yeah. Now this guy suffered a knee injury from Oregon State really early in 2022, and this guy is a really, really good athlete.
Love ULA.
And he is a smooth route runner. Gets up the field. Now, I see a little bit of Kincaid when you start to talk about athletic ability, a guy that could be difficult to cover and all that.
And he's taller. Musgrave's bigger boy.
Yeah, 6'6" guy. Super reliable catching the football. So to me, the hands, the ability to adjust, I worry a little bit about the injury.
And the blocking.
Yeah. That could be a little bit of a problem. All right, now to finish this up, you start talking about Washington. And he's the one, Darnell Washington from Georgia. He blew everybody away at the combine with his size, his speed. You were talking
Unreal.
about would you consider him just at 26 because of the blocking and then the downfield stuff?
I would, because I think he's going to be a massive red zone target for you, but he is going to impact things in the run game because he's like a third offensive tackle. And I kind of liked what you were going with is like, could this guy turn out to be the next Jason Peters?
Yeah, I thought that maybe there was some Jason Peters here.
Party foul?
Yeah, I got a little volume up here. I'm trying to get the latest on the franchise tag.
Okay, I thought that was me. I was like, damn, that John Mayer just failed me, bro.
Good speaker.
I ain't going to lie. I looked down at my phone. I thought maybe
everybody checks themselves
moment.
first. Like, wait, is this me?
Yeah. You don't want to be that guy. But this Darnell Washington, I think that he might have put himself, instead of maybe being the fourth tight end, could he be the second tight end on boards? And could he be a guy because of the size?
I think he's so unique. There's boards out there where he would be number one on people's boards.
And for his size, I mean, he moves incredibly well.
I don't think have you ever seen anything like this guy before? I don't think so.
There's going to be four guys. I mean, depending on, like I said, I think this tight end class is going to stretch. And I keep bringing this up at 26. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys take one of these.
And
guys.
for Cowboy fans, they're like, you can't take a tight end round one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking to you, KGZ, who's on vacation. Watch the tight ends before you say that.
Absolutely.